Okay, welcome you all back. In this video, we are going to solve some problems on heat exchanger. I think in the last two videos, we have solved some 4 problems on heat exchangers with LMTD method. I think this is the fifth problem. So this will be your fifth problem in heat exchangers. The problem given is saturated steam at 126 degrees Celsius is condensing on outer tube surface of a single pass heat exchanger. So this is the condenser problem. So we have seen the temperature distribution for a condensing problem in the first video itself. No. So now the hot fluid is saturated steam. So hot fluid is saturated steam and the entry temperature and exit temperature is 126 degree Celsius. Okay. The heat exchanger. So here the heat exchanger, here I have to write heats. The heat exchanger heats 1050 kilogram per hour of water from 25 degrees Celsius to 95 degrees Celsius. The cold fluid inlet temperature T1 equal to 25 degrees Celsius and T2 equal to 95 degree Celsius, and the mass flow rate of the cold fluid is m dot c equal to 1050 kilogram per hour, so which is equal to 0.29 kilogram per seconds. Okay, now the overall heat transfer coefficient is 1800 watt per meter squared Kelvin. So U equal to 1800 watt per meter squared Kelvin, and then take HFG. HFG equal to 2185 kilojoule per kilogram, which is equal to 2185 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kilogram. Okay, here calculate the area of the heat exchanger, rate of the condensation of steam. So to find the area comma m dot h values has to be find out. So go to solution. In solution, first thing you have to find out the heat transfer, amount of heat transfer. So you know that Q equal to m dot c CPC T2 minus T1. Here 0.29 into CPC, the water value is 4186 into 95 minus 20. So the answer will be 91 into 10 to the power 3 watts. Okay, so this is the value for Q. Now second thing you have to find out. So now second thing you have to find out the m dot h value. So you know that Q equal to m into hfg. So here m dot h into hfg. Because it is a condensing steam, you have to use this formula to find out the heat transfer by the hot fluid. You should not use m dot h cph T1 minus T2, because T1 T2 are same, so this value will be 0. So when it is condensing steam or evaporating steam, you have to evaporating water, you have to use this formula only to find out the Q value. So from this equation, so the Q value is 91 into 10 to the power 3. So m dot h into 2185 into 10 to the power 3. So from this equation you have to find out m dot h as 0.0416 kilogram per seconds. This is the first subdivision answer. In the second subdivision you are asked to find out the area value. So to find out the area, you know Q equal to UA del T LM. Here in the problem itself U value is given and you know the Q value, and if you have to find out the area value, and the del TM value has to be find out. So del T LM equal to, for a parallel flow heat exchanger, so this is the formula ln. So substitute all the values in this equation and del T LM value will be 61 degree Celsius. Okay, if you substitute this value in this equation, Q equal to UA del T LM. So here you know 91 into 10 to the power 3 equal to 1800 area into 61. So area will be 0.828 meter square. Okay, this is the sixth problem. In the sixth problem, entirely it is not a parallel flow heat exchanger, it is not a counter flow heat exchanger. So here given is cross flow heat exchanger. So in the first given data, I have to write cross flow heat exchanger. Okay, then write the given data. Both fluids unmixed, cross flow heat exchanger, unmixed condition. Hot fluid with a specific heat of 2300 kilogram joule per kilogram Kelvin. So first thing, CpH equal to 2300 joule per kilogram Kelvin, and it is enters at 380 degrees Celsius, leaves at 300 degrees Celsius. So T1 equal to 380 degrees Celsius, T2 equal to 300 degrees Celsius. Here cold fluid enters at 25 degrees Celsius. So T1 equal to 25 degrees Celsius, leaves at 10 degrees Celsius. T2 equal to 10 degrees Celsius. Calculate the required surface area of the heat exchanger. So surface area of the heat exchanger has to be calculated. Take overall heat transfer coefficient at 750. So 750 watt per meter squared Kelvin, and the mass flow rate of hot fluid is m dot h equal to 1 kilogram per seconds. Okay, so go to the solution. In the solution, we know that it is a cross flow heat exchangers. So first thing, from data book page number I think 152, we know that Q equal to FUA into del T LM. Here a star is given in the data book, and the star represents for a cross flow heat exchanger. You have to take the del T LM formula of the counter flow heat exchanger. So del T LM formula will become T1 minus small t2 minus t2 minus small t1 divided by ln of t1 minus t2 divided by t2 minus t1. Substitute all the values here and you will get del T LM as 218.3 degree Celsius. Now you have to find out the heat transfer value. So to find out the heat transfer value, you know the formula Q equal to mH CpH T1 minus T2. Substitute the value. mH is 1 and CpH value is 2300 and T1 minus T2 is 380 minus 300. So the Q value will be 184 into 10 to the power 3 watts. Okay, you know the Q value. Now from this equation FUA del T LM, you have to find the surface area required. This value has to be find out. So you know the value of U value is given in the problem itself, no? So Q equal to 184 into 10 to the power 3 and del T LM value is 218.3. So the value only you know is F value. So now to find the correction factor, you have to go to the data book. In this problem, it is given that it is a cross flow heat exchanger, both fluid unmixed condition. So for that value, for that thing, you have to take the formulas. So go to the page number I think 162, 161. Yeah, here correction factor for single pass cross flow heat exchanger, one fluid mixed and other fluid unmixed. Go to the next page. Here it is given correction factor plot for single pass cross flow heat exchanger, both fluid unmixed condition. So here you have to use this chart to find out the value of F, correction factor. So to find the correction factor, these two values has to be known, that is P and R value has to be known. We will find out those values and we will come back to this formula. So x axis P equal to T2 minus small t1 divided by T1 minus small t1, which is equal to 210 minus 25 divided by 380 minus 25, which is equal to 0.52. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not the y-axis value. So curve value r equal to t1 minus t2 divided by t2 minus t1. These two formulas are available in your data book itself, here and here. Okay, these two values has to be find out. So substitute all the values, you will get the answer as 0.432. Now we have to choose the value of, so this is the graph given in your data book, and here the p value is given. So in x-axis p value is given, in y-axis f value is given, and in the curve values, so this is correction factor as 1, this is 0, and from this the curve is plotted like this. Okay, now just find out the value of p is 0.52. So maybe here it is p equal to 0.52, and this curve is known as r equal to 0.4. This curve is known as r equal to 0.4, and from this 0.252 just draw a vertical line like this, and where it intersects just mark down the point, and from that point just draw a horizontal line to find out the value of f. Here the f value is given. Now go to the data book. The p value is 0.52. So this is 0.5, this is 0.66, sorry 0.6, this is 0.55. The 0.52 will be somewhere here. So this is 0.52, and the 0.4 curve is here. So this is your 0.4 curve, and just draw a vertical line from 0.52, and you will get a line like this, and the intercept point will be here, and from this point draw a horizontal line. The value of correction factor is, this is 0.9, this is 0.95, so this may be 0.97 or 0.98. So I am taking f equal to 0.97. Okay, so write this value here. From graph f equal to 0.97. Now q equal to f u a del t l m. Okay, substitute all the values. 184 into 10 to the power 3 equal to 0.97 into 750 into area, and delta mm value is 218.3. So you will find area as 1.15 meter square. So this is your final answer. Thank you all.